AIYEPE say no to drug, you answer yes to life. AIYEPE say no to drugs,
yes to life.
Show it when you mean it. Show the world that you mean it. AIYEPE say no to drugs,
yes to life.
Are you doing video coverage? Yes. AIYEPE youth say no to drugs,
yes to life.
Thank you so very much. See you next year.
Thank you.
This kind of procedure
JAGUNMOLU HALL AIYEPE Day 2025 on the Symposium
is meant to reduce to the barest minimum
organized by the AIYEPE Community Development Committee. And the guest speakers are from the NDLEA, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Ogun State Command, which is started the war against drug abuse, and the lecture being given by the NDLEA officials.
They require more serious prescriptions. And those prescriptions, when you go to a pharmacy, whether in the hospital or in the neighborhood, cannot be seen on the open shelf at the pharmacy. They are kept in what we call poison box. What did I say? Poison box. The poison boxes are under the regulation that they must be kept in a confined place that is not easily accessible to every member of that pharmacy and cannot be dispensed by anybody except a pharmacist who is trained on prescription and administration of drugs. And again, when those drugs are to be dispensed, it must come with prescription and it must be recorded in the poison register. So if someone is claiming he's operating a pharmacy and is selling something like morphine, like all those regulated drugs, that person must have a separate register for the dispensary of those serious drugs. And the drug must not be easily accessible. The pharmacist is not around. The chemist man just went to the box and bring it out and give the injection. Take it. We don't collect the money. Bye bye. So when you see in your neighborhood, then they're coming around to arrest you. These are the things we do. Do we understand? Yes. Now, those drugs that come under strict regulation are legal, but they are regulated or restricted. They are not over the counter. They are not something you will go to a chemist or a pharmacist and just say, please, my mother said I should buy it. Someone is sick. There are certain substances that have been mentioned here today that I said don't talk about those because they are restricted, they are regulated. They are not supposed to be handled by anybody or just everybody. Tramadol, for example, is a strong opium substance as well as codeine. Even though we know they are for the treatment of cough and cold and pain, they are not meant to be dispensed by everybody. As a matter of fact, in Nigeria, there is a threshold for the dispensing of those drugs. I think 50 grams, Solomon.
100 grams.
100 grams for tramadol. 50 mg. 250 mg. Please come forward. Let them hear you. We want you to know the threshold. Anything above what is about to mention means that individual is violating the law. So please tell us.
Now, under the sentence, this is a tramadol. It's under the psychotropic substances. So that tramadol, we have different grams. There are some grams that are not accepted. Although we that we are consumers, you know our boys around, the one that are not accepted, they consume like 2, 3.
No, just tell them what is accepted. Tell them.
Now, when it is 100 grams, anything above 100 grams should not be consumed.
Or so.
Except it is prescribed by the doctor, and the doctor and the person that the drug is prescribed for. Go to the pharmacy where she mentioned the poison book and poison box. So that one is specially prescribed by that doctor. So just all those ones are not the one to be just displayed on the shelf.
A round of applause for the office. Do we understand? That is what we mean by restricted or regulated drugs. They are legal but restricted. Do we understand? Now, the illegal is mostly what people know NDLEA for. These are drugs or substances that have been proscribed or are supposed to be illegal if somebody is caught using restricted and
2025 Symposium.
When we are talking about illegal drugs,
AIYEPE
we have different categories of
to mark the AIYEPE
we
Day
have what we
celebration.
call social substances.
We have a symposium
Social
on drug
substances are those
abuse
things we take,
program taken
either
up
through drinking,
by the officers of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency,
rubbing
the
on
State
skin,
Command,
sniffing, that
which is
when we take
titled
it
War Against Drug Abuse, WADA.
has a way of impacting on us. But they are not prohibited. They are not banned. No law will, find you guilty if you are caught with them, either by eating or distribution, using by yourself or sharing with others or sale. Example of this is alcohol. Alcohol, like you know, is not food. It's not water. You don't need it for survival. But people take it. They get intoxicated. Some misbehave eventually. Some others only take it and, for merriment, for recreational purposes. And when they use it excessively or in a way that is considered socially unacceptable, it can lead to danger. Who can tell us some of the dangers associated with abuse of alcohol? Yes, and death and blood cancer. Alcohol, yes. Let's slow it down on the issue of death. Yes, vomiting. Vomiting, yeah, yes. Excessive use of alcohol, yes. Let us look at the immediate things. When someone is drunk around us, what do you begin to observe in the first place? Huh? Heartburn. Okay, to save our time. When people drink and drive, what happens? Accidents, road crashes occur, right or wrong? And that can lead to incapacitation of the individual or a road user. A lot of deaths have resulted, due to road crashes that occurred because someone was driving or riding a motorcycle under the influence of alcohol. Then another social drug. How many of us know about caffeine or coffee? We know coffee. Why do people use coffee? They did it as tea, right? The elites, the educated ones in those days, it's one of the signs to show that their executive, you always see a tea girl in their office. The secretary, my secretary bring my tea, or they know the time of the day they give them tea. And then they get home, day or night, even in our hot environment, they will be taking zipping the tea. You know, it's a symbol of class. And while we were growing up, when it was time for exam, and that exam fever comes, a lot of us, adults, will tell you we survived through the exam fever drinking what? Coffee. Why do we drink it now? You can sit down. Drink it to stay awake, right? She's correct.
Exclusive from Nelson, AIYEPE today. Today, we're having a symposium on by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Ogun State Command. The symposium on the title War Against Drug Abuse. It's about to go down as the officials of the NDLEA work ready to give lectures for the youths and students.
Thank you. Now, I've gotten at least 3 different definitions of drug. Do you have something to say that is different from the 3 attempts so far? Yes, please.
My name is Ambassador Babatunde. Drug abuse. Drug abuse is the wrong or excessive use of drugs without medical supervision. Thanks.
A round of applause. Thank you. From the 3, no, we can only take 4 because if we continue, we still have so much to ask. Now, from the definition so far, something stands out. That one, your teachers have been doing a great job. You are not new to the concept or the topic, or you are not new to the subject matter. You've been taught at different times about drugs and the dangers associated with abuse of substances. That is not negotiable.
AIYEPE Day 2020.
And secondly, from all the lessons so far, I can tell you that our understanding of drug abuse varies. I wouldn't know, maybe it is time that did not permit you to say the much that you know. But one thing seems to be common to all the responses. Your understanding of drug centers around the use and the misuse of prescription drugs. And that is why I will be asking, if you can look at this flex or the poster, I would say, who can stand up to read what is written here? Yes, far left. This red portion, what do you have there? Yes, please.
War against drug abuse.
WADA. So, if drug is all about prescription or medication, why do we have to war against it? Against its abuse? That's the question. Why do we war against it? So, this is one major thing I want us to quickly correct. Drug and drug abuse is not only about medical preparations or pharmaceuticals. When we are talking about drugs, we are talking about substances that have effects on human beings or organisms. The effects that can, either alter behavior, perception, emotions, interactions, decisions. That is drug. Anything other than water or food that when we take has a way of impacting on our characteristics as human beings. That thing is drug. Whatever that can change your mood, change your perception, anything that when you have interaction with it or you are exposed to it, that you take it by any way possible, that can alter how your body functions, that is drug. So far it's harmful and it is not worth. So that brings us to categories or types of drug. I shouldn't be doing this because the main topic we want to address borders on what the community can do to prevent drug abuse